Rona, please take it easy on us young boys. She's starting to attack us. But y'all niggas stop going to coronavirus parties. Are y'all dumb? Y'all go to parties trying to catch that bitch? I told y'all if she find you, she gonna try to fuck you, man. The fuck? They over here looking for her shit.
Yeah, man.
They're like, I want the coronavirus pussy. Oh my gosh. I can't breathe. Nigga, what are y'all doing? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to Couple Soul Food Podcast.
Snap, snap, snap. We're back.
We're back.
Another week, another dollar, another day. Something like that.
And let's not act like we weren't here last week. But mental health, we promote mental health. Mental health is good. So we just needed a mental health week. We needed to make this summer a little lit. It was getting a little boring. So
yeah, so we just took a little break, but we're back. We're back. Better than ever.
Facts. Got some good sleep.
I hope you guys missed us. And if you don't know about us, this is your first time listening. Hello, I'm the beautiful, stupendous, immaculate Lizbeth, and
where you get all this energy from all of a sudden, huh?
It was my chips that I ate. I ate some chips.
If y'all are first listening to this, it's the ignorant, it's the disrespectful, it's the disciplinary, it is the savage, Terrell Vasquez. Always sure to keep it 100. So anytime Liz is talking, just put your volume to like 1. And then when you hear me, turn that shit all the way up. But today, let's start off with the current events. We not a news podcast, but if it's current events as far as
Nikki's pregnant.
Yeah, apparently conspiracy theory is it's twins.
Yeah, if you look at her picture and you zoom in on her tatas, she got one little baby nipple that's pink and then the other baby nipple that's blue.
She's showing nipples in that joint?
It's the baby like thingies.
Oh, not like real nipples?
No.
Damn, who want to see that anyway? But that's not what I was getting to. But congratulations, Nicki Minaj, because we brought it up. Congratulations. If it's twins, that's two little Nickies. The world's not ready for that. So
2 more Barbs.
But it was time she got one. Like, Cardi got one, Beyonce got one.
Everyone got one.
Everyone
kind of was assuming.
I've been new. This ain't new.
Like when she made the music video
I've
with
been
like
new
6ix9ine and stuff like that.
Because it don't look like she just got pregnant. Like, she's been pregnant
forever. Of course she's been pregnant. You can tell with her baby bump.
So she's been pregnant. She was pregnant when she was on Joe's podcast. I think so. Like, when females start wearing all that super flowy stuff, they're trying to hide some shit.
Or they just chubby like me, so. Yeah.
Anyway, but we're going to talk about Megan. We just want to say prayers to Megan the Stallion.
Yes.
First and foremost, no matter what
wishing
we think
you
happened.
a safe recovery.
Yeah, because she's missing some fingers.
No,
some toes.
I don't think she's missing toes.
So you think, in order for them to go, they have to go back to the crime scene. They have to find her little digits. And then they had to sew them back on. Why are you sucking your teeth? That's exactly what they had to do. If you were to jam your finger in a door, you will have to ice the finger, and then they will have to go and reattach it in time, or you can never get it back.
I jammed my finger in a door, and my finger didn't fall off.
I'm talking about my little cousin. He jammed his finger, and it came off. So I'm just telling you, yeah, it was Brandon.
Oh.
You don't remember that?
No.
Brandon jammed his thumb, and it fell off, and he went to his mom with a fingerless pinky.
Wow.
And she freaked out. But
you just said it was his thumb, though.
You
just said it was his thumb.
I said fingers.
Oh.
But they put it on ice, and as they saved it. So I don't think Meg was too worried about the cops and shit. And maybe they didn't save them shits. Maybe
no. Did you watch the video of her getting out the SUV and they over here? You could see her her foot is bleeding.
But her fingers,
But like they had a helicopter on top of the car, and
her toes are still intact.
We couldn't see that.
So she's missing toes.
Whatever. We don't even know until she.
Yeah, but they don't even know what we're talking about. Anyway. Okay. Like, that was poor of us. They don't even know. There's people in Uganda like, what the fuck? Megan? All right, anyway.
This is Meg.
All right, Megan the Stallion, famous rapper. You know, I was on her before all y'all other niggas was on her first debut album. Yeah. Bandwagons. Anyway, my baby Megan, man, they shot her, man. They shot my melanin queen, man. Who shot her? We don't know. Allegedly.
Allegedly, it was Tory.
She claims that it was Mr. Lanez, Canadian guy. So they went to a Jenner's party. Jenner or Kardashian?
No, I don't think it was a party. I don't know where it was located. I know Kylie Jenner was at this little function that they had together.
It wasn't her party.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
But they had like a little gathering, and they were on Instagram Live, and you see Meg there, you see Kylie there in the pool, and then Tory pops up, and whatchamacallit, that happens. You know, everything's fine. You could even hear in the live that someone's like, the police are here, y'all need to turn down the volume of the music. So yeah, whatever, that happened. And then I don't know if they were going somewhere and an argument arose. Like, Kylie wasn't there anymore. Like, Kylie been left.
Okay.
And an argument arose. And apparently what they're saying is that...
What Megan's saying, because there's no one that is helping the police. There's no witnesses as of right now that are helping.
So she was trying to exit the car after an argument. And apparently he just said, I don't know if he was shooting up, if he shot at her.
Allegedly.
Because at first I heard it was like something else.
Right. At first she tried to save my guy, allegedly, by saying she got glass on her foot. But then once the police reports came out, it's like, you can't hide that. It's police reports. It's what you told the police. But we don't know what's going on. You know, this is like, it happened, a couple days ago? But it's still fresh because, like I just said, we got 3 different stories in a matter of a week. So, like, me personally, I don't think Tory could have done it, but I don't know. Like,
if he did it, that's just really fucked up.
If he did it, that's crazy because, like, why does he need to have a gun on him? Like, you're Tory Lanez. Like, you should have bodyguards and shit. Like, the whole stigma of, like, rappers having to carry guns and shit, I just feel like it's corny. Especially once you make it. Like, the little babies, the Drakes, the Jay-Z's and shit, they should be paying niggas to do that shit for them. Like,
Meg's security, the bodyguard, you know, he posted a tweet on Twitter saying basically like, this is never going to happen again. Like, he wasn't with her when it happened, but he's like, you best believe next time wherever she's at, I'm gonna be there, like something like that, saying that because he wasn't there with her. So definitely more will come out on this story. Right. Regardless.
If Tory did that shit, Tory, you a clown ass nigga. I really fuck with you. I fuck with your music and shit. But, like, there's no reason why, A, you should shoot anyone, and especially a female, and then especially Megan the Stallion. Like, whatever argument happened, whether she started it, you started it, or whoever in the car started it, I don't see how the situation could have got so
bad,
so crazy to the point where not only that a gun had to come out, but a gun had to be fired. But, I mean, you know, if I have to put logical sense into all this, there's an easy way to find out if Tory did it and if it happened in a car because, you know, guns let out gunpowder and shit like that. Residue will be in the car and shit like that. Residue will be on Tory if Tory shot it. You know, that's how these ID people be like.
I mean, apparently he's on bail right now.
Well, you could be on bail for anything. You still have to go to court.
True.
Anyone can be on bail. That doesn't mean you ain't do the crime. You know what I mean? The police that fucking did all that bullshit to George Floyd, they're on bail. So... yeah. What's it called? So yeah, there's forensic ways to figure out if he did this shit. Like if there's, like I said, if there's gun residue in the car, obviously if Megan's toes were found in the car, if there's blood from Megan in the car,
there is.
So if there's gun residue on Tory, so. All that shit. But like I said, hopefully, you know, I'm not a reactionist like the rest of the world because I'm not going to sit here and slander Tory and then a couple weeks come out and it wasn't even the situation because I can't take this shit back. So all I'm going to say is we pray for both of them.
Yeah.
And we hope that the situation, it wasn't as crazy as the whole media is making it and how we think it is right now. Hopefully Megan is safe and sound and hopefully whatever happened comes to light.
Yeah.
Okay. So today's podcast, we're gonna talk about relationship breakups, man. We're gonna talk about ways. Liz has a couple. I have a couple. We have 8, but if you do more, it depends. Like we don't know, but for right now, we have 8. 8 ways to know if your relationship is
Coming
failing.
to the end.
If it's on a downhill fall, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you hear a moment of silences when I'm just reflecting. Because if I hear something that's with my relationship, I might have to call my girl up and pause this pod real quick. Like, yo, what's good with you? But, yeah, I mean, all y'all might be saying that, like, my relationship is chilling. Hey, yeah, all right. Hear one of these and see if that's true or not.
Right.
And if it's not, confront your man, confront your girl.
And wait, one thing. And if one of these applies to you, that doesn't mean your relationship is flopping either.
That is true.
Everything always goes both ways.
So our sources today is from Bustle.com and Cosmo. So those are our sources. We just got the titles from these shits. We ain't do all that reading shit. Ain't no one got time.
Ma'am.
No one got time to listen to Karens tell us how to run our shit, right? But we're gonna give y'all our like perspective on the titles and if they're true, if they're false.
Our advice.
Exactly. So, Liz, we're just gonna bounce off each other. No cap. Pause. I have to see your laptop because we're using my laptop. So you can go first.
All right. So basically, one of the first ones as to how your relationship may seem that it might be a little rocky is your fights with each other go from like 0 to 100 real quick. So basically, you know, when you have a discussion with someone, when you have a disagreement with someone, especially your significant other, you try to hear each other out and you try to keep it to a minimum in the yelling and all of that because that never gets you anywhere. That's what I've learned. It never gets me anywhere in my relationship. But if you see that you start having a disagreement with your significant other, for example, right? And out of nowhere, they like lash out at you like real quick. That's a little sus. That's a little weird because it's like, why do you have so much anger and animosity built up inside of you to attack me like that?
That's true. I mean,
like, what the fuck did I do to you? Because sometimes
some people are just on go though. Like,
yeah, some people are just on go, but like, if you're so over someone and you're just irritated with just seeing their appearance, and you're just like, what the fuck? Like, don't talk to me.
What the fuck?
If they try coming at you incorrect,
that's funny.
Of course you're gonna pop off on them because it's like, I'm done with you. I'm irritated of you. I'm sick of you.
I don't fuck with you.
So that's a little red flag in my opinion because like.
So what if it goes from 0 to 50? Like, what if I turn it up on that ass, but like, I'm whispering. What if I'm like, why the fuck did you not fucking little bitch? Like, fuck you, pussy ass nigga. I'm heated as a motherfucker.
That's still a little like, why? Why is that necessary? It should go to 0 to like 5.
All right. Here we go. You see how I was quiet? I was just waiting for her to slip. 0 to 5. Realistically, an argument will go from like 0 to 60, bro.
Yeah, if it's really a huge
it says 0 to 60. I swear I didn't even see that.
Yo, you're stupid.
But like, then I have to agree with the title. Arguments can go from 0 to 60. Yeah. Like, you gotta put some sauce on it to get your point across.
And sometimes you just feel like arguing with your significant other. It happens.
Yo, see, you saying facts in this mother. I mean, sometimes that ass, like, yeah, what if that's like what they need? Like, because what if the makeup is just better than the regular schmegular? Then maybe you need to leave the fucking, put the fucking red sock in the white clothes, or fucking don't pull up right away on time. Like, say I'm coming at 9, nigga, I'm coming at 9:30. Deal with it.
I hate when my boyfriend does that shit.
Like,
I hate when he tells me he's coming at one time and then he don't pop and show up. By the way, happy birthday, Pop Smoke. Today is his birthday. Today is Monday. When you guys will be listening to this is Wednesday. That's our upload date. But I just wanted to give him a little shout out, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, because I said pop, you know, it reminded me of him. But back to our topic. Like
what?
I don't know, man.
Arguments be fueling some relationships. Like it make shit funner. But as long as it's not toxic, like this is like ways to see if it's on the minds. If that shit is on some bullshit, if like you put your cup down on the table and she's like, where the fuck is the coaster?
Oh my god.
Like if she turning up on that ass, bruh, and you over here simping like a chicken, then I mean that's one sign that your shit a little, you know what I mean? She shouldn't turn up like that. But if she on her like, you know what I mean? If she just trying to start shit and you just give her the same energy and then that same energy matches in other places, I mean, that's just another
My
day.
boyfriend knows when I'm not serious when we're arguing. He knows when we're not serious. Like I'll be like, no.
Yeah, I mean maybe
you looked at that girl.
Maybe
You're like, you're not even serious. That was a whole dude. Like what?
Maybe you just gotta flip the switch sometimes. Maybe you be like, all right, you bitching about a coaster. Anyway,
go on to you.
Let me keep this shit TV 14, man. So, number one, the jealousy has gotten out of control. Okay, so I take that as you over here, you can't trust your John. You can't trust her. You mad as hell every time you see another nigga in her presence. I ain't got no problem with that. That don't mean that shit's on demise. That just mean your girl for the streets. Like, why does she have a posse of niggas around her? She ain't Meg. I mean, Meg ain't have it, but she like, why she gotta always got niggas in areas and shit? Like, I was just having this talk with this bull, and it was actually this couple, right? And he straight up said it. He's like, my girl got a lot of guy friends. I don't fuck with not one of them. I don't even fuck with her female friends. And I was like, I mean, that makes sense, because I think, and tell me, Liz, if I'm wrong, I think there is a double standard. I think guys be trying to fuck, regardless if you're in a relationship or not. But girls be chilling. I'm always going to be pro female friends in the circle. I don't care. Like, am I gonna probably be single forever? Yes. But at least I'm gonna have sexy company around me? Yes.
Yeah, and when you old and crusty and pervy and dirty with no wife because you're too busy out in the streets,
then I just cuff one of my friends.
Then one of your friends gonna be married. They're gonna slowly start
They ain't gonna be married because they niggas can't handle a nigga like me.
No, they gonna slowly start disappearing out of your life and you're gonna be the lonely dude on the block.
Do you think that every guy friend that is around a female, whether she has a boyfriend or not, is trying to fuck?
No.
Cap.
No, it's not. At one
that's
point, ignorant for you to have that mentality.
That is not ignorant. At one point in that nigga's mind, even if he's not 100%, even if he's like, nah, I'ma chill, like, she definitely got a girl. At one point, it's crossed in that nigga's head.
And same thing for a female, because if you hanging out constantly with your best friend, you're gonna start seeing your best friend a little attractive here and there because you guys are so close and you have a bond.
You have to. No.
We're
gonna nip that in the bud. Just because I'm not finished.
Go ahead.
Just because I have attractive company around me, don't mean that I'm trying to smash. I'm sorry, but just because your crowd of niggas is 5s and 6s, and I have a bunch of 8 and 9s around me,
We're like 2s and 10.
Don't mean then you.
I said 2s and 10s.
You either a 2 or 10, because you one of my friends. So you either I'm gonna put you in that too. Anyway, don't mean that I'm over here trying to fuck. Like, don't be okay. Let me put this perfect example. And I know niggas always be like the Kardashians. They're like, I don't even see them as bad, but they're the pinnacle of what niggas think is bad in America. All right. If I have a whole bunch of Jenners and Kardashians around me, my standard for the baddest bitch ain't a Kardashian or a Jenner, because then I would just be with a Kardashian or a Jenner. But to a peasant, to a normal person, they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, she's with a bunch of Kardashians and Jenners. That doesn't mean I want to smash Kardashian and Jenners. So just because I have bad people, male and females, in my life, that just don't mean we all in a throuple, my nigga. Like, what?
All I gotta say is I've had people who listen to our podcast agree with me and disagree with you, and more than 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7
y'all
or 9.
Y'all just be intimidated because she looks good.
No, that's not the case.
If she was...
Bro, you could sit here.
I'm gonna use this podcast
Excuse me,
very wisely.
Okay, use it wisely because I've gotten
you don't really
good
want me
credit.
to get in my bag right now. Like.
Anyway, like I was saying,
it's not anyway nothing. Y'all only be upset because they be attractive. Because and I'm gonna say this with all respect, if she wasn't to your standard of beautiful or bad, you wouldn't feel no type of way. If she was like, I don't fucking know. I ain't gonna disrespect no one. But if she was your definition of like, she ain't no competition. Like, I know what my nigga like. You not gonna feel no type of way. But when you see that she's a little attractive, or you see that there's something there that your boyfriend can like, your boyfriend might have told you in the past, I like blonde hair, blue eyes, and then out of nowhere, here comes a Susan, blonde hair, blue eyes. That don't mean he's trying to fuck. That's all I'm trying to say. That don't mean he's trying to fuck. Like, you're perceiving because, he mentioned that he like color eyes. He like fat asses and titties in the past. And this bitch got all of that shit, that he must not like me no more. Nah, that's not how that is, bro. I just like attractive company around me.
Well, let me tell you something. If my man was to do some bullshit like that, I'm not having that shit. My man already knows what it is.
Why not?
So. Because you're my friend and my friend only, and I'm your friend and your friend only. We can have other friends, but like, no, you're not having these pretty bitches around you. Because as much as you say,
that's crazy though. Like, that's
listen,
like you putting too much on that nigga.
As much as you say,
I feel bad for that nigga, bro. Okay.
That chair hella squeaky. As much as you say,
We're keeping that, by the way.
As much as you say, your boyfriends are gonna want to smash you here and there. They're gonna same thing with the girl. You think your little girlfriends is not gonna have this thought like, damn, if Rell was saying, I would.
Of course, single niggas have, because in the end of the day, single people don't gotta give a fuck about your relationship. So of course, no one's saying that.
Well, if you don't give a fuck about my relationship, don't be my man's friend. Period. Can I move to my topic now, please?
I be saying some real shit. Anyone who be listening to me like, nah, you're wrong. You just have denial, like. Because y'all know, if y'all single, especially, and you're chilling, your friend now is cuffed, it's always going to be, unless y'all really are like childhood best friends or y'all really don't see each other like that, y'all going to eventually at once, even if it was for 2 seconds, you're going to be like, what if me and Rell was together? What if me and Rell did it? Like what is he giving to her that makes it so attractive? I've been with this nigga, I've been his friend since middle school. What, like, now he got muscle now he got a beard, like what?
Nah, and
what?
if you looking at my man like that, I'm not done. I said
it's a millisecond.
Hold me back.
I said it's a millisecond thought. It's gonna cross your mind, but that don't mean that you're gonna be stuck in that thought and you wanna fuck. Like, no one be that invested. But I think niggas be more on the prowl than females. Period.
Whatever. That's such a double standard. Let me move on to mine. Let me just end it with.
We will.
Shut up.
We will return to this shit again.
Of course we will. That's literally what this podcast is like holding on to. That one fucking subject right there. Damn. All right. Next topic. So.
No, I'm heated. It's like, like for real. Like, it's ridiculous, man.
Are you done? Your belly full? Okay. Next one is your significant other is not available for you as they used to be. So.
Because I'm chilling with my other friends. Like,
no, because you don't want to be with your girl no more. That's why.
Oh, shit.
You don't want to be with her no more. So as far away as possible you can get from her, the better. Because then you don't got to deal with her, all that shit.
I mean, yeah, that's just true. Like, not... If your person is not... If you've seen that they going out with the niggas more...
Or they claim that they're going out with the boys more, and then it's another... They really hanging out with some other girl. Man,
gosh.
Fuck that shit.
You're not... Listen here. You're not going to say... Just like how you don't take no bullshit from the disrespect on your whole gender, you're not going to sit here and play my niggas. Niggas out here are faithful. Period. That nigga is at the bar with his niggas.
I've seen some funny videos be like what my girl thinks I'm doing versus what I'm really doing. He's at home like picking his nose or something.
Literally. We can be in the next room making all noise playing FIFA or Madden and they will still think we're on the side texting a bitch.
Because it's probably... There's a possibility it's true. There's, probability, like all that shit you learn in statistics. It comes out.
The probability of your man being a fuckboy is at least 10% head ass. Yo, listen.
Man, I'm a little one.
Once again, if you don't want beautiful company, then don't keep it. If you can't handle a fine ass nigga, obviously girls is gonna be on his tip.
But that's not what this topic is about.
I'm just saying. That don't matter. I'm just saying. If you cannot, because I told you, like, what the fuck? Like, if you can't handle a 10 for your nigga and that every girl gonna be on him, then go date the 5s. Go date the geek niggas and then build him up to be a 10.
Oh my God.
Like,
let me go back to my topic.
Anyway, back to your topic though. Right? If he's not always available or she, it could be a sign. Like, these are all just signs. Like Liz said, like, don't take one of these and be like, oh, I'm fucked. Like, nah, that's not how that goes. Because if you know where that nigga is at all times, even though he's not with you,
yeah, maybe
it's just his extra
home, you know?
Well, I mean, maybe it's just his extracurricular activities and shit. Like, maybe he because there gotta be time for the niggas. Maybe. There gotta be time. There gotta be time for himself. So just because
there gotta be time for the girlies.
I can only relate to like dorm life shit. So just because I'm coming back from fucking class, I'm an architect major, man. I gotta sit here and do projects. I gotta make all this other bullshit. Like, just because I come back to the room and I want to put on some Call of Duty, don't sit here and think not enough available time, nigga. I don't want to see you right now. I want to play Call of Duty. The fuck, like, PTSD is a real thing, man. Like, so. Maybe he just wanted time to himself or she just want time to themselves. They want to chill. But if it's getting to the point where it's dead ass, like, you sleeping alone type shit, like that nigga out to the bar at like 3 o'clock in the morning type shit, or like truly you come into family functions and that nigga's not coming or female, that's a sign. Anyway.
Alert.
Warning. Like, get your shit together and stop taking bullshit. All right.
Maybe you should do both of these at once.
So I'll go back to back and then you go back to back. All right, cool. All right, number 2. You haven't had sex in ages, which is fine. Listen to when I say this, okay? Some relationships are very, what's the word I'm looking for? People who don't have sex. They are abstinent, are very absent, right? So this don't really apply to y'all because y'all are waiting for a certain time period to have sex with your significant other, your husband, your wife.
That's beautiful.
So we're talking to the freaks out there, the freaky deeks.
The freaky kiki.
The ones that trying to, you know what I mean? Like, they say minimum 6 times a week. We're talking to y'all. So if you a minimum 5 times a week type of girl, and you getting that shit 5 times a year.
Oh my
God. Yo, there's some signs. Like, you haven't had sex. This shit didn't say you haven't had sex in a while. You haven't had sex in a minute. This motherfucker said ages.
Damn.
I'm talking menopause about to kick in.
Here you go.
So, if y'all haven't had sex in a while, like for real, like if y'all haven't had sex in weeks or some shit like that, and there's no reason, like he's not recovering from a testicular surgery.
Oh my goodness.
You're not recovering from pregnancy or some shit. It's like, what are we doing here? Like, because I know, and like females don't know this, but guys do get insecure too also. So this is both ways. Because then me as a guy, I'll start thinking like, she don't find me attractive, like da-da-da. And I know females think like that too. So like, if you seeing that shit and you address it and then your girl or your boy is just like, yeah, I'm just not in the mood, I'm not feeling it, I'm gonna be completely honest. That means he getting that shit from somewhere else.
True.
He's getting that shit from somewhere else, bro. Like, because there's no way, like I said.
Wait, can I just say something? You applying this to guys a lot. Apply it to females too.
I keep saying both ways, of course.
Right.
There's no back only talk for my niggas, right? If you want to talk for females, talk for them.
Right.
But from a male, it's very rare that man can go without some type of stimulation for periods at a time.
I do feel that guys are just more, what's the word?
Promiscuous.
Sure.
That is the word.
Okay. I just feel like guys are more promiscuous. You know, I feel like a female can hold out longer than a man can.
I agree.
So, you know, if stuff's not happening,
that's red flags. It really is.
It really is red flags.
And we're like,
if you're used to constantly doing stuff to the point where your significant other doesn't even want to like touch you, or
like if
vice versa.
If it dead ass went from like 4 or 5 times a week to like once a week, like, and even once a week's not a bad, you know, it all depends on the situation. But if you went from all of that to like once every other week, twice every other week, that is some big red flags. That either means that they're not sexually invested in you no more,
right.
And like we're gonna keep this like 1,000. That can be on some mental health shit also. That can mean that they're probably going through something. Maybe their libido was down. Maybe they're feeling some insecurities that they haven't came to light for you about. Because like, what if your girl doesn't feel the best in her best body, and she don't feel like she is the best sexual image for you? That doesn't mean that she don't want to fuck you no more. That just means that she don't feel like she's worthy of being fucked. Like, no, it's true.
It
like,
is true. The way it sounded funny, but it's very true.
I can only be blunt about the situation.
Right.
Like, so not every, like, this one, like, it's kind of seesaw, because it doesn't mean that, like, it's just not, you're not attracted to me, or you're getting dick from somewhere else, or you're getting pussy from somewhere else. Like, nah, like, it could just mean that also there could be some internal things that are going on.
Yeah, it's not always just because someone wants to go do stuff with someone else. It could, like Rell very much said, it could be something internally inside that it's like, I'm not feeling good with myself. I don't want you to see me, like, you know, it'd be rough out here sometimes, you know?
Right, but on the flip side of that, my number 3, I'm doing these shits back to back. Or, right, this is from Bustle.com, or you have sex all the time. So now you could be like, my man, you just said your average is like 5-6 times a week. What do you mean sex all the time? There's only one more day. There's only one off day. What are you talking about? Like, but like, no cap, if your whole relationship, okay, there's percentages to relationships. Like, we could be 100, right? Yes, physical attraction, mental health, and emotional. There's 3. It all comes in a circle. Some relationships, people want more emotional. Some people's relationships are more sex driven. It's all okay. If it works for you, it works. But if sex is the main priority in your relationship and all the other ones are lacking, I'm not talking like an even number.
That's just lust.
Yeah, I'm talking about like your relationship is like 70% or more just physical. Like, before y'all even sit down and have a conversation about how y'all date,
y'all already like kissing each other down each other's tongues.
Y'all just having sex and shit. Like, that is more on some like just in the house pussy, like.
Yeah, because it's like, where's that connection? Where's that like, you're really there for each other? Like, no, it's just, let's do this, and yeah. Because
for a relationship, there has to be all 3 of those factors. As soon as one goes lower than expected for each relationship, that's when shit starts to awry. If my girlfriend, like me personally, I can say that she's more emotional. So if the emotional levels is not to where they usually are, that can cause trouble. But for some people's relationships, it could be more sexual. So if like you're only getting it like 2-3 times a week, that can really make some guys and girls heated, and that could start arguments. But if it's like all the time, like literally every day, like, I know we joke, but like if we're talking every day, twice a day, like, and I'm only applying it to like school.
Where's
like,
the recovery time?
Yeah. Well, that's another thing. Like, if there isn't no recovery time, then it might not even be that good to begin with. Because if you can just bounce up. I remember Joe said a long time ago, Joe Budden, shout out to my nigga Joe Budden. I remember this nigga said a long time ago, this man knew he was on the decline with his sex life when, after he thought he was putting it down, he thought he was tearing that shit up. And girl bounce up like, all right, I'm ready to go to the store. Like, what's up? I'm ready to make moves. She wasn't even tired or nothing. And we talking about like some late night shit. Like, she was ready to go to work. He said she had to go to work. And she just sprung up. After this nigga sweating, he exhausted, huffing and puffing. She's like, okay, round 2? This nigga said, what? I thought I gave all my energy in round 1. Fuck you, I thought I laid that shit down. Fuck is you still up for? So,
boy.
like Liz said, like if y'all are just springing back into the shit, if it's literally I come back from my classes, have sex, later that day, have sex, morning before class, have sex. Like where is the room for just like yo babe, how was your day? Da.
It's like wait.
Because I know if you have sex like that a lot, then it becomes a chore. It becomes a hobby. Like,
and not even that. It's like you're trying to get rid of all your other shit that you guys are fucked up on in your relationship and just ignoring it with the sex. You know what I mean? Just trying to push it aside just because, we still have a pretty great sex life. Like, no, because that's not all you need in a relationship. And that's, period. You need stability, you need communication, you need so much more than just that physical attraction. It needs to be there too, along with everything else.
Right. And like, you know, I'm the guy exposer out here. I don't care, because guys need to learn how to be able to open up their feelings more in our society. So if y'all really think that your guy is just comfortable just laying it down every day, and he looks totally fine, he's not bringing up any of these shits, my nigga's rigid, like he don't give a fuck about that emotional shit, he just want to tear that shit up. Nah, niggas, some niggas do feel used. Just, of course, a man will never sit here and tell you, babe, I feel like you're just fucking me. Of course, because how does that sound in our society? But some of us feel like we're just for the dick sometimes. And y'all don't help when y'all just always just make it about sex. Maybe you can ask us how our day went and we won't be so rigid and hard with you. Maybe that's the reason why we cuff y'all in the first place, because when we go out into the real world, all we have to do is put on this face of what a real man is. So, of course, that's why you see these big-ass niggas so soft for their girls. The reasons are like that because in the real world, you can't act like that. So, don't think that nigga's a sex toy. Go get you one if you need that so bad. Your turn.
Period. Sorry, I burped. All right. Next one for me will be, you don't feel that affection with your significant other anymore. You get what I mean by that?
No, explain that.
Okay. So basically, I'll put it in my perspective, like with me. I am very used to, me and my boyfriend holding hands in public. I'm very used to us being very like, oh, give me a hug, give me a kiss. Like, affection with us, with each other, is not rare, So if I saw a decline in that, it would bring red flags up in the sense, like, you no longer want to hold my hand in public. Why is that? I'm so used to doing it. I know it sounds cheesy, but this is, I feel like with this one, this is like where the little things start. And they proceed to escalate. Because it's like, your mind isn't playing tricks on you sometimes. Sometimes you're like,
sometimes it's real. Like yeah, if you notice that, like, your guy used to always, like, rub your thighs or whatever when y'all drive or some shit, always come from behind and give you a hug or a kiss when he walk in the door, and then it's not happening anymore.
Yeah.
That is signs.
It's like the pushes away from being hugged or kissed or stuff like that, because, like, because, like, why is that? You know what I mean? And, like, I look too much into certain things like that sometimes. My relationship, I feel like, is great, is more than great, thank God. But sometimes I have my little doubtful moments.
That's real good.
Thank you. Sometimes I have my moments where I, like, be like, well, he didn't, like, I do this a lot. I am that person that needs the loving and the little, like, cute jokes and stuff. I love that shit. And there'll be some days that my man isn't, like, on that type. He's more chill, more, like, laid back. And
but you gotta understand, like I said in the last one, you know, guys be going through some shit outside that sometimes, you know, they can't bring home. You know what I mean?
No. Just explain a little bit more.
They be going through shit outside in the real world.
Oh, okay.
That fucks up their day, and this goes for females too, because us as humans, this is like some of our biggest flaws. We will lash out on the people that we love for things that had nothing to do with them. My boss yelled at me at work. Yeah. I didn't get my promotion. A fucking guy flipped me off when I was driving on the way home. And I can bring that energy into the house. So yes, as soon as I come in the house, I'm thinking about fuck my boss. Fuck this drive home. I gotta do this drive home every day. Mm-hmm. Of course, when I come in the house, you're just thinking, oh, I can't wait to see my man from work. Yeah. And I'm just on some, man, I'm just glad I'm home. Let me chill out. So of course I'm gonna walk in the house a little mean mugging, like, yeah. But you shouldn't take that as, oh, like, what the fuck did I do? He just got home. Like, that's when I feel like mental health, communication, if you see that, sit that nigga down, sit her down, and be like, yo, your day was good? Like, what happened? Da-da-da. Like, that goes a long fucking way. Like, don't just assume shit. Like, when you literally have the person in front of you and you can ask them. But go ahead, Liz.
I just feel like me, along with, I'm pretty sure a lot of people can relate to that. Like, it's just something I feel like I have to work on, not putting it personal. Because I tend to do that a lot. And it's like, sometimes like people not really in the mood doing that, and that's totally fine. It's just that I'm so used to that in my relationship that it's weird when it doesn't happen. So if, like, for example, now let's say you're so used to that in your relationship, and then it's like really going downhill and declining, it's kind of like what the fuck is going on? Like,
because, like, you know, these are like the signs. So like what my example was like once in a blue moon, you know, couple of occasions. But if this is like a everyday thing, then that's not just the boss yelling at him. Like, that is some other shit.
That's like, I don't want you to touch me.
Yeah, because
I probably want somebody else to touch me.
Because like I can always do different perspectives, because then also, like, I've heard men that come home from work, they say, like, even though I deal with all the bullshit that happens outside, when I come home, it's my home. It's my home to be with my kids and my wife and my girlfriend or whatever. So I leave all that shit at the door. And then there's some people that bring that hostility into the house. Listen, I'm all about energy. Like, I ain't on this Buddhist shit like that. Like I love God and I'm Christian, but I do believe that if you bring a certain vibe into a situation, into a house, into a relationship, you're just gonna manifest that. Because if you're already bitter, then, especially if a person loves you, they love you so much that they could feed off your energy. Like, you know, there's statistics that say that you could be with someone so long that you start to fucking look like them. Like, we're talking like old elderly people. Like, so
I look at my parents, I'm like,
a little bit, right? Like, it's like, that's the human nature in us. Like, we are social creatures. So of course, just like how dogs can sense when you're down and they come and lay next to you, humans, we're the ultimate beings. So of course we can sense if something's up with you. So if you bring an energy into the house and you just literally, if I'm waiting for my girl to come home and she literally don't look at me and just go into the shower and just give me the mean mug, nigga, I'm gonna be mad too. Like, what the fuck I do? Like, I'm gonna be tight. Because I was expecting one reaction and I got something different. So I completely understand. But just realize that, like, unless it's like happening a lot, it may not be that big of a deal. Just really sit down and talk to them. A lot of these you can just sit down and all of these you can sit down and talk to. Like, there's always communication.
You can really get an answer. Even, you know, a person can only beat around the bush so much.
Yeah, like,
so yeah. Okay, cool.
All right, jump into your last one.
All right,
no cap. Your last one's the last one, because my fourth one, like, is dumb. So just it's 7, guys. Fuck it.
7. Cool. All right, last one is failing to communicate.
Yeah, like that's a perfect wrap up.
That is a perfect one to end on, because, man, let me tell you something. I learned very early on in my relationship that communication is necessary to continue going up. Mm-hmm. And I was in, like, I hit like a brick wall when that wasn't working out, and it was constant fighting. It was constant, like, what is going on with this? And it was just the fact that, like, it was, with both of us, we had a lot of times where it was like we just weren't communicating with each other. We just weren't getting onto that personal level. And once the communication started coming in, that's when all those issues were resolved. And honestly, even now, I don't even think we have any problems, me and my significant other, because of communication, because of how valuable it is in a relationship. So, with that being said, the communication, if it starts to go down or you're failing to communicate with each other, I'm sorry, but I just don't think you can maintain a very healthy relationship without that aspect. You can't, in my opinion. You can't. What do you think?
Yeah. So one of these days we're going to do a podcast on communication because it's just like the other one we had with social media, right? Like it's so broad
Very.
that like we can't even like we will talk about that shit for like half an hour. So just briefly, like we've been repeating it all fucking podcasts. If you basically communicate, your relationship will be better. Period. That's literally the slogan. Communicate for a better relationship. And yeah, don't ever assume. I had a big ass problem with that. Like, I'm one of them crazy boyfriends, bro. Like, my girl will be at work, and I'll drive over there to make sure she was there. Like, I don't care, bro.
Pretty
like,
crazy, if you ask me.
I don't care, like, cause it's mine. So, but communication and trust, man. Honestly, that's all you need. So, never assume because you have the person right there. Because if you assume it, and then you and your guys are only gonna hype your shit up, and then your girls are gonna hype your shit up too and play it off. But in the end of the day, they go back to their own personal life. You're the one who got to sit there and be like, damn, well, my girlfriend said maybe that nigga is cheating on me. Now you just thinking on that because your girl said it? Or your niggas because they said, no, she might be for the street. She might be sucking another dick. Like, you gonna just, nigga, ask her. What are you so scared for? Because at least if she lied, you can see it on her face. She can't hide it when she's right in your mid. You feel me? Don't ask her on the phone. Don't text her. When I say communicate, I mean face to face.
Yeah.
Like our society and our generation, we're very like kind of antisocial and shit because we have technology. Like, cut that shit the fuck out. Like,
I hate that. And I'm guilty of it too. Sometimes I walk down a hall and I see people and I'm just like, ew, ew, ew. I don't want to like feel like they're looking at me and I don't want to look at them, like type thing. So I'll just be on my phone and pretend like I'm doing something on my phone. Yeah, just that.
So just communication, but we will definitely get back to that in the future because
although like
that needs to be talked about.
That was so like short and sweet and simple that it's literally not the whole cake.
All right, so we're gonna get to our Reddit before we head out of here. I chose the Reddit of this week. We're gonna kick it up a notch because we be doing some vanilla shit. Like we be doing some PG for people that like y'all don't know what vanilla means. Vanilla means like basic relationship, basic sexual shit. So like when we say vanilla, like holding hands and kissing is vanilla. Like
vanilla.
Like just regular sex is vanilla. Like so when I say vanilla, I just means we've been keeping it on like, oh, my boyfriend, like this girl don't want to text me back. Oh, my girl is mad at my social media. Like, man, that is some pussy TV 14 shit. We gonna talk about some shit. Let me see. I ain't reading this whole shit. I'll be honest with you. Reddit, y'all niggas need to slow the fuck down. I know y'all be power texting, heated, but ain't no one gonna read all this shit. Like, so this shit's actually new. This shit's from today, an hour ago. Reddit poster u/throw RA8764 relationship advice on Reddit. If y'all want to go to the feed, y'all can see this shit in 2 days. It'll be 2 days old. Y'all can see what people gave advice on.
Right.
Okay, so me and Reddit be putting niggas dates and years and shit. So both of these people are 25 years old. So she said, me and my boyfriend haven't had sex in a year. How do I handle this? All right. So I'm going to read it real quick. And then I'm going to let y'all know what it says. I just read it. So, okay, basically this is the situation, right? So this girl and this girl, because she's the one who wrote this, her and her boyfriend have been dating since June last year. So they hit a year, right? So she basically was talking about how that shit was good sex, all that shit was great. But then her boyfriend's her boyfriend's sister moved in. So
in a little ass apartment, basically.
In a little ass apartment. So the boyfriend, and she stayed there for 7 months, bruh.
Damn.
So the boyfriend was like, I don't feel comfortable having sex with your sister living with us. Like, he was afraid that she would see or hear something.
It was his sister.
Oh, shit. It was his sister. Sorry. He didn't want his sister to hear them having sex. Mm-hmm. Okay, which makes sense, right? But then once the sister left, he basically, when she was like trying to, all right, I'm lit, like she's finally gone, he was like, nah, I'm good. I'm straight.
Damn, that's some BS.
So she basically, now you kind of fucked up here, girl. She said that this nigga doesn't know how to give love anymore. So I'm pretty sure they had an argument, and she told him that. And she admits that now she realizes that was selfish and manipulative. That's her words, not mine. And she tries to, like, you know, she feels like she completely shut him down. Because she literally says, when I told him this, he basically shut down and wouldn't talk about it anymore. So this goes back to what I said earlier. Y'all niggas think that we just these rugged motherfuckers. Like, y'all be hitting at some love strings and, yeah, we're going to be petty. But, all right. So basically, Liz, how I would break this down is he didn't want to have sex because his sister was there.
Right.
And what do you think is going on now that his sister's not there? And then did what she say, was that the final nail in the coffin for that? Okay. Or is there still hope?
So I very much agree with the guy in the sense of not wanting to do stuff because his sister's there, because I personally, if they live in a small as apartment.
But they're grown.
They are grown, but like
25. Okay. Like, and his sister's in her early 20s. Like,
yes, but nobody wants their significant, my girlfriend. Right? But nobody wants their, like, well, I personally want my siblings. Take care of that shit, like.
But you're coming into my house, so what do you think? True. You think 7 months, my nigga? 7 months. The first month or two, I would have been cool. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's my sister. 7 months. 7 months? Nah, you're gonna hear this. Nigga, it's my house that you're in. The fact it comes with coming to live with me.
Right. Okay. We don't know the situation as to why she had to move in. That could play a factor as to why he's showing her some respect and stuff like that. And you know. Okay. So, but yeah, like, you mean to tell me there wasn't time she wasn't home and y'all could have got something going? Like, True. Like what? At that point, with him, I really just think he's not attractive.
Me, if like I don't got like younger sisters or whatever, I only got brothers. So if it was my brother, and you know, out of respect, I'm like, all right, babe, we're gonna chill for a month, and then this nigga's still here. But like, if it was me and my brothers, like dead ass, like. I would just tell him, like, yo, like, me and my girlfriend, like, we just want a night to ourselves. Like, can you go to a fucking mall and walk around for a little bit?
Right, you don't have to tell us to why. Yeah, it's just, like your relationship. You still want to hang out with your person and have that, like...
So, the fact that he didn't do none of that, but, like, let's say it could be a situation. Maybe she was coming off of surgery or whatever. Who the fuck knows? So much different ranges. Yeah. Maybe she actually physically needed her brother there, and he just felt like sex wasn't the main focus for those 7 months. Cool. But Liz, she's gone. She's living her best life.
That's the weirdest.
What now? Now we have the whole crew. We can be as loud as we want. And the nigga's still saying no?
That's there. Then there's something deeper in there as to why. Because after that, I'm pretty sure the first night would have been popping litty. Like, what? Like, so I think something's honestly wrong with him. And if he got upset that she said that, but, you know, it's just weird because it's like, if he hasn't showed her any loving and she says it to him, you don't know how to love anymore.
You think it was wrong for her to say that?
I could see why, yeah.
I don't think it was wrong for her to say that, but I don't think she should have said it. It's true. If you're not giving me what I think is love, and you had a valid excuse, your sister, cool, and now she's gone, and you are keeping that same exact energy, yes, nigga, you do not know how to give love. But she should know the type of nigga that she's with, and she should have known that was not gonna pass over so well. But in the moment, you say dumb shit.
You do.
So, you know, I'm all about being a real ass man. Like, I don't think he should hold... Because now he's just... To me, if he's still holding that over your head, he was looking for an excuse for your ass to slip up. For him to now be like, no. Yo, I don't know how to give love, so I ain't gonna fuck you. The fuck? Now I got a good excuse not to touch you. You wanted to be disrespectful, so now I'm gonna just ignore you.
Yeah.
Like, nah, that's some corny shit. That nigga, if the three balances of a relationship, physical, emotional, and mental. If your physical is not being met, and love is more than physical, that is emotional and mental. If regardless of the sex, if he's just not showing the affection that you want and all that, yeah.
Use our tips from earlier.
Yes. Yeah, literally, girl. Like,
because we just basically
like this
talked about
throw
the whole...
RA764. Like, I'm dead ass gonna type this shit up later and tell you, go check out our podcast.
Listen,
like,
throw RA. You better throw that on someone else.
Yo! Y'all should have saw the movement she did. That was crazy. Anyway, yeah, like, talk to him. Like, does she even say here, da 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 da, and I don't want to pressure him anymore, make him feel guilty? Man, stop being a fucking simp.
This is your relationship.
She said, should I wait for him to initiate sex no matter how long it takes? No,
because your happiness is not his happiness too. You have your own happiness, and
I wish.
No.
Yeah, and talk to him. Let him know. Be like, all right, listen, what's good?
What's living?
What's wrong?
Popping?
And if he come over here like, you said I don't know how to get love, I'll just be good. Nigga, I'm sorry. Okay, I was mad because I wasn't getting none. The whole point is not that I said that. The point is that you're not fucking me. What's wrong? And if he's giving bullshit, I'd be like, well, all right, I'm gonna tell you this. I need a certain amount of love in this relationship, or I'm gonna have to dead this because
you don't want to be with someone and like you get old and crusty and you're not happy. Yeah. Like no.
Like, I mean, we was sitting here talking about like don't assume the worst, but me if I'm trying to get a point across, I'm coming all the way 1,000. I'm be like, all right, so you fucking another day, like you fucking pussy, like you fucking dick, like are you gay now, like nigga, like you're not fucking me, like so what is it? Like is the porn too sweet for you, nigga? Like I'm right here, like show me some love or I'm out, and then you can bring your sister back, nigga. I always gotta end off with the sauce. Anyway. Thank you. Alright, y'all. Thank you. I'm gonna get back to her. Like, and if she could do an update, we're gonna update y'all.
But, yeah, we definitely should do
I like how she did this shit today. She funny. Anyway, so thank you guys for another pod, man. Like, thank you. You know what's so crazy about this podcast that y'all don't know? You know, like some days, like me and Liz be sluggish and shit. You know, we gotta do the pre-warm up and shit like that.
Yeah.
But as soon as like we press the record button, it's like acting for us. Like we just get on the scene. Like it puts us in. And like this is the first podcast since I think the first podcast that we weren't tipsy. We didn't have no coolers or nothing like this is sober Rell, sober Liz. We're completely chilling with Liz. And it was I think this is like one of our great ones yet.
And this was so spontaneous, the topic, no lie. Like
we literally found it out like an hour ago.
Yeah. We kind of come to the plate and we just spit some
Start
ideas.
Start swinging that shit. Yeah.
And yeah, we just came up with this, and I think it turned out great. I hope, you guys learned something from it. You guys gained something, lost something. I don't know. Something. Yo, you're ugly.
But yeah, thank you guys. SoundCloud's dead. Sorry. I mean, they want us to pay. I ain't got money like that.
Yeah, maybe in the future, not now.
Maybe in the future, but like
some broke college students.
I respect. Y'all was lit, but I can't.
Come to YouTube. Like
yeah,
it's
like
free over here.
I can't pay $10 a month for 6 niggas. Like I'm gonna just be honest. Like.
Yeah, y'all do that we trying to make a.
If y'all really want it on SoundCloud, y'all could split the 10 between each other. Like
not even if y'all really want it on SoundCloud.
Give us like $2 each a month.
Us.
Like Cash App us. Like
email us if y'all really want it on SoundCloud. If it's something that y'all really need, we'll make it work. Don't worry about it.
And we're still trying to build our catalog for Spotify because when we get to Spotify is not just y'all have a podcast. No, Spotify is money. Spotify is exclusive deals. If the day we come on here and we say we're on Spotify, my ass don't stink anymore. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, you use that name brand shit, the more generic stuff.
Yeah, that's when I went to the 2-ply. All right.
2-ply. Damn.
That's when I'm gonna go to the store and I'm gonna try me some bottled water, not that tap no more. You feel me? Fuck you mean? That's when I'm gonna take my little happy ass to Chick-fil-A, nigga.
And a whole meal plus
Whole
the dessert.
meal plus the cheese sauce, nigga.
Oh, if y'all never tried,
dessert
yo,
on that.
hold up. If y'all never tried
Fuck
the
y'all
cheese sauce
talking
at Chick-fil-A with they fries, with they sandwich, everything.
Niggas in Wombanga like, what is Chick-fil-A? And I can say that because I'm African, so don't try me. Anyway, it's been another episode, man. Thank you guys again. Thank you guys again. We're going to upload this shit. We're going to put foot to the gas to the metal to the pedal, metal to the pedal. Oh, I'm over here rhyming like I'm Gilletto.
Okay. I hope you guys have a safe week. Take care. And like we always say right now, stay away from Miss Rona.
Oh, well, shh, baby. Miss Rona.
Oh my God.
Can I talk to my girl? Fuck.
She coming to attack you soon if you keep playing around with her.
Don't say that.
Okay, so stop.
Rona, please take it easy on us young boys. She's starting to attack us. But y'all niggas stop going to coronavirus parties. Are y'all dumb? Y'all go to parties trying to catch that bitch? I told y'all if she find you, she gonna try to fuck you, man. The fuck? They over here looking for her shit.
Yeah, man.
They're like, I want the coronavirus pussy. Oh my gosh. I can't breathe. Nigga, what are y'all doing? Please be safe.
Be safe, y'all.
Social distance.
Y'all.
Be outside if you're going to be in groups, man, because at least it can spread away from your face. But don't be inside on some dumb shit. Until next time.